Hey guys, it is Scott the Steamroller Steehn with winnersandwhiners.com. It is Saturday, the 12th of November. This is your play of the day. Hey, before we get rolling, congratulations on making it to Saturday. Way to go. Made it all the way through the week. Hopefully you guys are set for a great weekend. And hey, why don't you do me a favor and hit that like button, smash that thumb, give us the approval that we love. And of course, while you're hitting the like button, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell, get notified every time we put up brand new content. And of course, we want to know what you're playing, whatever you got cooked up for today. Put those plays in the comment section. You get them right, you make a profit. You could be the capper of the day, and you want to aim a little higher. You want to be capper of the week. Hey, just put those plays in the comment section, but make sure one of them is your favorite and denote it with a BB to let me know it's your best bet. Put the odds in there. If it ain't minus 110, help a brother out. I always appreciate that. We'll tally up the scores at the end of the week. Everybody gets one play every day, and we'll find out who the cow is, who the capper of the week is going to be. Not a lot of rules, sides, totals, props, whatever you want to play. The only stipulation is if you play a parlay, it will pay no more than plus 200. So you want to put a parlay in that pays 350? Go ahead. You're going to get 200 for it. So that's just kind of to make it fair for all of our straight bet friends. And by the way, guys, hang around because the capper of the week is a crazy contest right now. It's the tightest we've ever seen heading into the weekend. We'll talk about that in a minute. But first, before we do, we'll talk about how we did yesterday with our plays. And I got to check one thing here. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Fresno State did not get home. Not a bad day for us. We had the USC minus 34.5. I know you guys were cursing me pretty good there if you played that at when it was 3-2 there at the was it the end of the first quarter? They didn't score. Did they get the 10? Or it was what was it? 5. It was 5-3. 5-3. So you're like, I don't think we're gonna get there. But yeah, USC exploded in the second quarter. 20-point lead at halftime. 23-point lead at halftime, and a little bit of sweat there at the end, especially when they let them go down against the scrubs on the defense, let Colorado go down and score the touchdown. Once we'd had it covered, they knocked it back down, and then USC, really for no apparent reason, went down and scored a touchdown. I guess they wanted to get their second-string offense some touches and some scores because they were very aggressive going down the field as the clock ran down. A lot of times it doesn't work that way for us, but this time it did, so we'll take it. And a very nice day on the premium side, guys, as we go 5, 2, and 1. I just looked at the Fresno and then marked it wrong. Our two losers were Pittsburgh plus 2.5. That was a big loser. And we also had Fresno State minus 9.5. Just played with their food a little bit too much. But we did have Dayton, Kentucky, Denver, Boston over 230, Sacramento minus 4, Golden State 2.5. Of course, our best bet was East Carolina, Cincinnati under 52, and we pushed on that one. So pretty darn good day, guys. We have been profitable on the premium side most of this week, and definitely have had a profitable week. So it's not too late to get down on the premiums. Saturday, always a great day. We always got a ton of plays. So yeah, we put out 8 yesterday. We should have at least that many for today. Want to get one of my packages? If you want to get my very best bet, of course, that is available. Normally $49.99, but wait. We're going to knock it a little bit off there for you. How about 50%? If you use the code 8VTROST50, that'll get you 50% off not only my best bet, which is guaranteed. You don't win, you don't pay. But it's also good on any of my packages if you wanted to get down on a longer period, or check out some of my weekly stuff where you get all my picks, including the best bet. So, and last but not least, we are sponsored by No House Advantage, Fantasy Sports Redefined. You can bet on player over-unders against the house for a chance to win 21 times your bet, or you can play in Pick'em contest against other folks like yourself for cash prizes. Make sure you visit nohouseadvantage.com or download the app. Use the promo code W&W when you make that first deposit, and that'll get you the first deposit bonus up to $50. All right, guys. Well, big game tomorrow in the Big 12. That's the one we're going to take a look at as TCU travels down to Austin to take on the Longhorns. Longhorns 7.5-point favorites. We're going to ride the burnt orange right here, guys. I originally liked TCU in this spot, but I think the Frogs are living on borrowed time. They have trailed in the second half of 4 of their 9 games that they've won, and they have played just 2 conference road games so far. They got West Virginia and they got K-State without Martinez. Now, on the other hand, the struggles of the Longhorns. They've had a lead in I think every game they've played so far, but they've been unable to maintain it in the third and fourth quarter. And in all three of their losses, they were up at halftime. But here's the story. The Horns have the best running back in the country, a young fellow by the name of Bijan Robinson, averages 5.9 yards per carry, and has got a pretty good running mate back there in Roschon Johnson, who gets 7 to 8 carries a game, and he averages 6.1 yards per carry. They've got some fine young wide receivers, and they've got a pretty good quarterback there in Oilers. So, nice offense for the Longhorns. As far as TCU goes, they've been getting it done offensively all season, but they've got a couple of banged-up players that are big factors in that game. Of course, Duggan is coming off a lingering calf injury he got a couple weeks ago. It's kind of hampered his ability to throw with as much accuracy as he had been, and it really has hampered his ability to move around in the pocket and run for positive yards. That's not going to be a good thing against a pretty good Longhorns pass rush. The other injury they have is to wide receiver Quentin Johnson. He is a stud. He rolled his ankle a couple of weeks ago, tried to give it a go last week, didn't get much in. And if he plays, which I certainly expect him to do, but it almost certainly will not be 100%. Way to beat Texas to stop the run and put pressure on their freshman quarterback. Unfortunately, Frogs really don't do either one of those things very well. As long as you give him time to throw, he is going to pick you apart. And the final factor in this line smells a little fishy to me. You open this up, you say, wait a minute, this is the number 4 team in the country. They're 9-0. They're getting 7.5 against a team with 3 losses. How can we pass it up? Well, that's exactly right, guys. And if it seems too good to be true, it almost always is. I'm going to play the opposite. We're going to be a little contrarian here. Give me the Texas Longhorns minus the 7.5. And at the end of that one, you guys can join me as we pick up our winning tickets and head back to the window. All right, you guys know how I did. Let's take a look and see how y'all did, shall we? Steve Godin, the Godfather, goes 1-0 plus 500. He had ECU plus 3.5. Never a doubt, my friend. As they eventually got it after getting behind there. They did a nice job of catching up and getting a 2-point loss out of the deal. And C-Dub goes 3-1 plus 217 back to the soccer pitch. Web's World goes 2-0 plus 200. Christopher Padgett goes 1-0 plus 500. Colorado USC over 66. Same bet that Hammer and Hank had as he goes 1-0 plus 500. The astute Aardvark, AA, going 2-0 plus 200. Brandon Zerfus, 1-0 plus 500. Spurs minus 1.5. Chase Fancy, 2-3, but plus 75. There you go. And your capper of the day is moving on up like the Jeffersons, moving up like George and Wheezy. Daniel Angelero, everybody going 1-0 plus 895. Had a 2-teamer. Little money line parlay with the Celtics and the Spurs. That'll play. So Daniel Angelero, congratulations, my friend. 1-0 plus 895. You are the capper of the day. Way to go, sir. Now, as far as capper of the week contest, check this out. A couple of the guys that were out to a lead fell back to the pack a little bit. Bronco Devil still has the lead at 472. But breathing down his neck, it's a 3-way tie between Doc Brown at 400, R. Rivera 911 at 400, and the Time Traveler at 400. And right behind them is the aforementioned Daniel Angelero. He rode that nice parlay victory day to plus 379. So, man, it's a 5-way contest. C-Dub's at 190. He's got a shot. So let's go, guys. If you're behind, find those dogs. And if you're ahead, find those good plays. All right. Nobody gets to sit on their haunches and watch the world go by. You're gonna have to. It's like being on Price is Right. You're sitting on 70, but somebody else has 85. You better spin it again. All right. Good luck, you guys. As always, thanks very much for watching. We appreciate it. Good luck, not just today, but tomorrow as well. And speaking of tomorrow, we'll be back tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel, doing our thing. Finding maybe one of those NFL games to maybe place a wager on. It'll be the one that gives us our best chance to head back to the window. You guys take care. We'll see you then.